All right. So this is Amy DeSanzo, founder of Fearless and Fit. And I want to thank you for jumping on this call. So my journey started as a Beachbody coach when I was a stay-at-home mom. I had moved to a brand new town. I didn't know really anybody. I worked from home, which was wonderful because we had two little boys, but it was also a curse because I never got out and I never met anybody. So I felt very alone all the time. Also, our local gym did not have any childcare. So whenever I wanted to go, I had to find somebody to, watch the kids. And it was very difficult. It was one of those things that I was getting more frustrated not being able to go to the gym more than anything else. And so I was about a year out from having our second child, and I was trying to get back into shape. I was eating healthy, I was drinking protein shakes, and I got to the gym when I could. And I was really frustrated because I really wasn't seeing any results. And so that kind of led to a little bit of depression. I was frustrated all the time. My husband wasn't home a lot because he was coaching football, and his dad actually had a stroke. So he was over taking care of his father a lot. And, I remember sitting on the couch every single night by myself. I was, drinking wine every night. I was just feeling awful, really, and alone. And my friend approached me about becoming a coach. And at that time, I didn't really have any goals in mind, but I knew that it was something that excited me because I was passionate about helping others, and I was passionate about health and fitness. So I signed up with, one of my good friends, and I was just not expecting anything out of it really, but I knew that I had to talk to people about it because after I had done my research on Shakeology, I realized how important it was, and I felt every single person needs to be on it. And so that led me to, I guess, taking my business to a little bit of a different level. And so I just talked, to people about it. I invited people to our challenge groups, and my business took off without me really even having a focus on it because I already had a job from home. And so a month or so into being a coach, I started feeling so much better. I finally had more energy. I had Lyme disease as a child, and it completely destroyed my immune system. And so I literally was sick all the time. Somebody could have sneezed or coughed, a mile away, and I would end up deathly sick. There were many times when, my throat closed up. They had to put me on painkillers for things because they just couldn't figure out what was going on. I had mono twice, my spleen, liver, gallbladder, everything was enlarged. I had the worst of everything. And so when I started Shakeology, it took probably about a month or so, and my health just started to take off, and I had this energy, and I started to see results that I wasn't seeing with just eating healthy. And it started to build this confidence in me. And during that time, I also found out that I was going to be losing my job. And that was the first time that I had to set a goal for myself to say, okay, I need to be able to make up this income with Beachbody. And it took me about 3.5 months to do that. And since then, I haven't let up because I am so passionate about helping people, and I've seen how it's changed my life and other people's lives. So Beachbody is truly what you make of it. But for me, it got me off of that, that depression swing. I was finally feeling good about myself. I was confident. I was able to make friends and build relationships with people that I would have never met before. And I have some of my absolute best friends now that are on our team and on other teams. And, like I had said, I was very depressed and alone. And yes, I have had, a lot of friends, but I moved into a town where I didn't know anybody. So, this gave me just a network of people to talk to connect with, to support each other. It's not very often that you can be a part of an organization that is literally all about building each other up. It's very, very rare. Most of, the work atmosphere can become very negative. And this business is all about building each other up, encouraging each other, sharing ideas with one another. And it's something that truly is contagious. And it's like, a drug almost, because you don't want to ever lose that. It has completely changed my mindset. It has changed the way I think about life. My daily activities, it's just changed everything. We hold each other accountable. I will tell you, there's no way I would have ever stayed as healthy and fit through my third pregnancy as I did if I wasn't a coach. Being a coach holds you to a standard where, yes, you're a human. Yes, you make mistakes. Yes, you are going to have pizza every once in a while and things like that. But it holds you accountable to your healthy lifestyle. And that's something that a lot of people need. I think everybody needs it. And I've never been one to struggle, going to the gym and eating healthy, but it just, gives you that motivation, because when you're helping other people, you have to be that example. And it's a positive thing. It's not one of those things where you feel like, oh, well, I have to do this and da-da-da. Like, it's more of an uplifting feeling that, I get to do this. I get to help people. I get to, help people change their life and get off of, their diabetes medicine, or, get off of their depression medicine or anxiety pills or whatever it is. And so when you are filled up by helping people, you can't help it but help yourself. So it's just really an incredible thing that it comes full circle. Yes, it helps to keep you healthy and accountable, but the mentality and, just the atmosphere is all positive, and that all comes with the business. And something it also gave me was purpose and drive. And that was something that I really lost after having my kids, because I think once you become a mom, it becomes all about your kids. And not that that's a bad thing. Your kids should come first. However, there are times like you have to come first, because you have to take care of yourself to be the best person you can be, so that you can be the best mom, so that you can be the best wife or husband or friend even. So there is that aspect that it is not selfish to work on yourself. It is not selfish to get your workout in, to do your personal development. Like, these are things that make you who you are. And if you don't do those things, you're not living your life to your fullest. And so this kind of stirred that back up in me. And it gave me a purpose. And like I said, a drive. I'm excited to wake up every single morning, and I know that I have a reason for doing it and for being here. And like I said before, it was just kind of like, wake up, you get your kids to school, you go through the motions of the day, you go to work, you do your files you have to do, and then you check out. And now I have a reason to wake up. Like, I am helping improve others' lives. And two, it has given me the freedom to be with my kids, to make my own schedule, and to put my family first. Through that, I create my schedules, I work, and I work hard, but it is something that other jobs you can't do. Your life revolves around your job pretty much. And with that comes the financial freedom. So I've been able to build a significant income from home, and it is something that will only continue to grow as you work your business. So, you know, if you come into this and you're in this to work it and to help people, you know, your income will just reflect that, and it will keep growing and growing and growing because it's the compound effect. So this business truly on all aspects of your life will improve it. And there are not many jobs that you can say that with. And with that said, you know, it is what you put into it. So if you are only willing to, you know, reach out to, let's say, 2 people a week, you know, your income's going to reflect that. You're not going to see this like huge, significant income. It might take you a lot longer to build. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's another beauty of coaching. You go at your own pace. So, you know, whether you have a goal to retire, you know, in 2 years, or maybe your goal is just to slowly build this on the side because you love your job. You know, there's no right or wrong way to coach. But I will tell you that you can make a crazy amount through doing what you love and through helping others. And so this opportunity, I can't help but be excited to share it with everybody because it has changed my life so drastically, as well as so many of the other coaches who have shared with you on our posts so far. So we are inviting you to join us. And if you do join us tonight, you will receive a special gift from either Kristen Richards or I, depending upon what team you're on. And just as a thank you, because we're so excited that you are joining something that truly is not only going to better yourself, but it's something so much bigger than that. And so I want to thank you all for joining us. And if you guys have any questions, now is the time. Anything? If not, that's okay.
I do have one question.
Sure.
How do we normally handle other companies with competing prices for the products that come from Beachbody?
Great question. So I kind of explain Beachbody as a completely separate entity. So, you know, you see other companies that they sell shakes or, you know, even workout programs, let's say. However, Beachbody is very different. Number one, Shakeology, there is absolutely nothing out there on the market that is like Shakeology. There are 70 superfoods in Shakeology. And so people ask me, you know, why does it work? Or, you know, oh, it's just like Slim Fast. I can go get Slim Fast, right? Because that's a meal replacement. I'm like, no. Listen, the reason why it works and the reason why people lose weight is not because it's a quick fix, like weight loss drink. The reason why it works is because here in the United States, and if you remember, I said at the beginning of this call, I was eating healthy, taking protein shakes, and seeing no results. And when I added Shakeology in, that changed. And the reason for that is because no matter how healthy we eat here, our food has been tampered with. So whether it's GMOs, pesticides, shelf life, travel time, when it's picked, our food's quality of nutrients has decreased immensely. So the nutritional value of an apple today is 30% less nutritious than it was only 50 years ago. Now, our body's needs have not changed, right? Like we're still who we are. So we still need the quality nutrients. And other companies, although they might have good nutrients in them, they do not have the 70 superfoods. And our company has gone overseas to find the purest ingredients. So it's not like they're taking foods that are here to create this. They literally have gone all over the world to find the purest ingredients with the purest soil, the purest water, everything possible. It has no GMOs, none of that in it. No artificial sweeteners. A lot of other companies have artificial sweeteners in them, and, you know, flavorings and things like that. So that's why we don't have so many flavors. Like other companies will have like Cinnabon and like watermelon splash or whatever it is. And we don't have that because it's literally all natural ingredients. It's just 70 superfoods ground up. But that's why it works. That's why our body responds so well to it. And that's why, you know, you'll see people, depending upon, you know, how they eat or maybe just how their body is. Like I said, I had Lyme's disease, so my immune system was severely compromised. So for me, it helped boost my immune system. It boosted my metabolism. I actually used to suffer from migraines. I no longer do. I had really poor digestion. I multiple times had gone to the doctors, had procedures done to figure out what's going on, couldn't figure out anything. And Shakeology has taken care of all of that. And like I said, it's not because it's like this magic pill or this weight loss thing. It's purely the fact that we are getting the quality nutrients that our bodies need. You know, when we, for example, are hungry after, let's say we go to, I don't know, a burger joint or something, you know, and we go and we stuff our face with fries and a burger and, you know, maybe some wings, whatever. You're hungry a couple hours after that. And you're like, what? Like, I just ate a ton. Why am I hungry? And the reason for that is because in our minds, we think we're hungry, but really it's our body saying, hello, give me some quality nutrients to fill me up and to give me what I need, because that's actually what's lacking. It's not because you need to go eat more food. So no other company has a product like that. That's number one. Number two is, yes, you could go to Walmart and go buy a Jillian Michaels DVD, right? But the truth is that people that go and do that most of the time never complete their program. And it's because they don't have accountability. So here we provide that accountability through support groups online. And we're actually going to be coming out with a brand new app. So instead of having to log into Facebook or even having Facebook, you're going to be able to have an app on your phone where you can just log into the accountability group and you don't even have to go on Facebook. So it's going to be really awesome, really portable. So that piece in companies is missing. It's completely missing. And it used to be missing in Beachbody, actually, because they first came out with the workouts and they realized people are buying them, but they're not doing them. So that's when they started Team Beachbody. And the purpose of it is so that they get a coach. So the coach helps that person and they get them into a support group where they have the accountability to actually do the programs and see results. You know, even especially, you know, think about going into the new year and it's by like, let's say people start going to the gym the first of the year, they give up by day 14. They stop. The majority of people stop by day 14 merely because they don't have an accountability partner. So that is what makes us stand out amongst these other companies. And to, you know, I just shared a ton about Shakeology. I believe every single person needs to be on Shakeology, and their programs are insane. Like, they're amazing. If you haven't done them yet, like I used to be a huge gym goer. I was a collegiate athlete. I used to, you know, we worked out 3 hours a day, and I never in my life have been quicker on my feet. You know, I've never looked the way I do. And these programs in 30 minutes does it. I don't have to spend 3 hours in the gym. So I believe wholeheartedly in the whole thing, you know, from our nutritional supplements to the workouts to the accountability. Those three paired together is success. Does that answer everything? I know that was long.
Yeah, actually, you pretty much hit the nail on the head with the second part of it, because I had actually was talking to somebody about trying to do the same program that I'm doing.
Okay.
I actually got the Insanity Max Insanity Max 30 for like $60 versus it's like 80 on the website. So that was actually kind of what I was looking for, a different way to sort of explain it.
Yeah, and so too with that, I'll tell you, people, they'll be like, oh, well, I can buy it on Amazon. And I say, okay, like you're right. You could go on Amazon or eBay and you could pay, I don't know, half the price maybe. I don't know. But you're not getting me. You have to go through me in order to be in this group and to have my support, because once somebody becomes my customer, they have me for life. Like I will help them with any goal. I will help them meal plan. I will help them with anything. And like you as a brand new coach, you don't have to know any of this stuff because your upline has all the material to give to you, to give to these people. So, all of the information is already here for you. But so that is the thing. That's why, if people order off of Amazon, I'm willing to help them and I will give them some like free advice and things like that. But I cannot work for free either, so I'll give them information, but I'll say, in order to be in our accountability group, you have to be working with a coach. And if you're buying it off of Amazon, you are not going through a coach. So I can't help you in that way. I'm willing to maybe create or give you my general meal plan, but it's not going to be catered to you. And, if you want that help, then you would have to get it through me. And the truth is, if you can fully understand Shakeology, you fully understand the programs, and you ask the questions, people will go through you because they would have to go to a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and pay for a gym membership. Let's see what else. And then, a protein shake or whatever, a meal shake. That is hundreds of dollars. Okay. So what they are getting for $140, is ridiculous actually, So if you think about it that way, personal training is not cheap. And oh yeah, by the way, you probably are only going to meet with them twice a week. What about those other, 5 days, So if you think about it that way and you get your potential customers to think about it that way, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anybody else? Or do you have any other questions?
To be honest, I'm still so new. I'm not really sure exactly what questions I should ask. I'm not really sure. My coach has been kind of filling me in a little bit, but I've only been signed up since Sunday, so he's sort of.
Welcome.
Thank you. He's been trying to help me as much as he could in a short amount of time. So it's a process.
That's okay. It is a process. And the thing is, that I encourage coaches to do is just jump in. Because honestly, even now, even where I am, because as you kind of move up, the rankings, let's say, there's always the unknown. There is always the unknown. And as you grow, there's more unknown because you're like, how do I manage this amount of people? How do I do this? How do I do that? And honestly, what I do is I just say, okay, I'm doing this. I set it up and then I figure it out. I just figure it out as I go. Because the truth is, number one, no one's perfect. And number two is you have to do in order to perfect. So if you never get out there and, let's say talk to people, you're never going to get better at it. So, just jump in, just start doing things, just start talking to people, because that is how you will learn and that is how you grow. When I went into this, I didn't know a dang thing. Even my first month, I did make a lot of sales because I was so passionate about it. I just talked to everybody. I was like, you have to be on Shakeology. You have to be on Shakeology. And so I made a lot of sales, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just was passionate and was saying, it's the same thing. Like when you go to an amazing restaurant, you're like, you'll be at the barbershop. You're like, oh my gosh, did you try out this restaurant? It is so good. You have to go check it out. And that's what I did with Shakeology. I just talked to everybody about it. And I said, listen, you got to get on this. Like, it is literally the best thing. And even if you don't have your own personal, let's say, transformation or experience yet with Shakeology, that's okay. Just learn about it and, you know, use my story even of how it's impacted me. You don't have to have a transformation to start. And the thing too is everybody is willing to help. Like I said, this company is not like other companies. You ask people on our team, hey, I don't understand this. Hey, do you have a script for this? Hey, do you know how to run this? People are going to help you. People are going to give you the information. We are here truly as a team to help one another. And, we want everybody to succeed. It's not this competition like at each other's throat. I'm not helping you because I want to do better. We are not like that at all. We are here for everybody to succeed.
Man, I've seen that so far, so that kind of makes me happy. I'm really excited to get my Insanity Max 30. I'm ready to start with Shakeology. I had actually when my coach contacted me about it, was right after I just had a major surgery, so I was out for a while. Yeah. Well, I had lost 100 pounds before.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Amazing.
I had dropped 100 pounds before, but I was just using a P90X that I had bought years ago that never did anything. I'd start and then I'd stop, and the whole accountability. Yeah. So at the point, they end up putting on blood pressure medication, all of this other junk that I really wasn't happy with being on and stuff like that. So it was time for a change. So at that point, I'd lost that weight, and then I got to kind of a plateau.
Yeah.
And so then my coach, he hit me up one more time about the challenge, and I was like, you know what? I can't say no to you now. Send me all the information you got, and we'll go for it.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, I believe you'll love it. You will see results, and you are, even though you haven't necessarily completed a program, you are a walking testimony right now, because you know the impacts of being overweight, what that does to you. And the scary thing is that is the #1 killer in America. It's something preventable. And that's why, we all need to be out there helping people, because people are dying for no reason. There's no reason for people to be on all this medicine to control symptoms and not fix the problem. So we are here to fix that problem rather than treat that symptom that doctors do. We are here to help prevent and to help get you where you don't have to be on those things. So I love that you shared that. Thank you.
I'm more than happy to. It was one of those things that at first, when I went through the whole process, it was kind of embarrassing to me that I'd let it get so bad, because I was an athlete in high school. I wasn't small, but I wasn't to the point where I couldn't breathe walking up a set of stairs. Right. Then you gain all that weight, and then it gets to the point where you have absolutely no idea where to go with it. Yeah. You know what you're supposed to eat, you know how you're supposed to eat, but the problem is making yourself do it.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to about this, is that accountability is my biggest thing. Is that as long as I feel that I have to be accountable for it, and that if I am accountable for other people, then what kind of example am I setting for them if I'm not being accountable? So I'm just really excited, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you joined after Kyle is your coach, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that you decided to join after he contacted you again.
Yeah, I've known Kyle for 5-6 years, and then when he kind of moved away, we kind of lost contact, and then we found each other on Facebook, and he was doing a challenge, and he hit me up for a challenge, and at the point in time I was out for the surgery. Doctor said I can't do anything, said you got to lay there, and I was kind of disappointed.
Right.
And then it got to the point where I started kind of putting him off, and then finally, he sent me the last one. I'm like, no, we're going to do it. I said, there's no use trying to back out of it. Just send me what you got. We'll do what we can.
Awesome. Well, I'm very glad that you are here.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So yeah, any questions that you come across, obviously Kyle is an amazing resource, and any of your uplines or people that you have, contacted or they have contacted you about joining, they will be amazing resources for you. But I encourage you, if you, haven't signed up yet and you choose to, just talk to people within the team, because I promise we are all here to help you. We are here to support you. We are here to cheer each other on. And the more you can get involved, the better position you put yourself in. So if anybody has anything else, you can go ahead and shoot that at me. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. And I want to say thank you so much for joining. And I'm really excited. Our team is exploding. And this is truly the best time to get involved, because everybody come the new year wants to change, and we can be that person for somebody who maybe would drop off at day 14. We can hold them accountable and say, no, not this time. You have me, and we're going to do this together. So I encourage you to take that leap of faith, to just join, see where it goes. You're not locked into anything, but I promise you get involved. It will change your life in ways you never, ever imagined. So thank you so much for jumping on, and I look forward to seeing you guys in our groups. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Thank you.